Bonjour, hi loves! So it is currently midnight, midnight and a quarter. Is that how? I'm gonna put the hour, I'm not sure if that's how we say it. I just woke up from a 3 hours nap. When I was about to fall asleep, sorry, I was expecting to wake up the next morning. But my body was like, girly, it's just a little nap. You're gonna wake up at midnight and deal with it. So I'm kind of like lost on things to do. So I'm currently eating cereals. Why it's chocolate milk, because I was feeling it. And it's been a while since the last time I've ate cereals. Wow, shaking. I'm gonna put you somewhere. Toot, 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 toot. Oh my god, the Mario movie is gonna release in 1 week. April 7th. And my brother is like, can we please go watch the Mario movie? I'm like, yeah, don't worry, we're gonna go. Low-key, I'm the one who's like, wanna watch it more. I'm wearing this so I don't forget to do my skincare routine, nighttime, whatever, because today I woke up and I was like, you know what? I'm going to get back to my skincare routine. So, oh no. So, do you want to see a haul of what I bought today? Today, I went to the place I used to work before, which is a retail store, because I cannot stop people, some girlies on TikTok saying like, oh my god, you'll never believe what I found at this store, and they show all amazing things, and I'm like, I'm gonna go back. So I was like, you know what, last time that I was there was in October, we're in April, so I'm gonna see some of my friends, it won't last long, and I'm gonna find great stuff because I'm a huge fan of skincare routines, or just skincare in general. And I actually fell in love with skincare because of the YouTuber Lauren Geraldo, and she recently, like this week, announced that she is pregnant. And I swear to god, her video, how she announced it on YouTube, and the video was like, yes, something like, oh well, I'm pregnant, and showing her little tummy. But I was so sure that it was a joke. Like, I was so sure that this was a prank. And turns out she was for real. And I love the way she announced it. She was like so nonchalant almost about it. She was like, yeah, I'm pregnant. Queen. Let's go back to the story. So the retail store closes at 5 because we're Saturday. I get there at 4:15. I go to the store. I didn't have a lot of time to think about an outfit because I was like running, not late, but like I didn't have a lot of time to think of an outfit, and I found something. I thought that I slayed it so freaking hard. I arrive at the parking lot. I'm looking at my outfit. I'm like, what is that? I look like a soccer mom, and not in a good way. It was horrible. Don't worry, later on in the video I show a little segment of what I look like, and all I have to say is attache ta tuque, which means hold your hat. Because it is bad. So I was kind of ashamed to like do my little comeback to the store looking like this. But turns out life was listening, because when I get in the store, I didn't find any of my friends. I looked in the fitting rooms, I looked at the cashier section, I looked through the ollies, none of them were there. Where are you, my friends? I don't know if they were at their 15-minute breaks, because usually it was around the time that I arrived at the retail store, but like all of them taking their break at the same time? Not sure about that. So turns out I found nothing, but it was a little bit of my fault, because once I was in the parking lot, I realized that all the new stuff the store receives, they all put it like in the morning on the shelves. So me coming there 1 hour before it closes, it was a little dumb decision, because all the great stuff would would have already been gone. So that was on me, and I was like, you know what? Let's go to Sephora, because they opened a Sephora near to the retail store last October, like around the time that I quit. And I've never been there. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go there. I walk into the Sephora. First of all, the temperature in there was so freaking hot. I was like, girly, lower that down. Second of all, it was bigger than what I expected. I realized once I got there, inflation is really hitting everyone, because last summer that just passed, I went to Sephora, and I bought a eye cream, a specific eye cream from Inky List, a caffeine eye cream. I'm gonna put the picture here. And it was like $9. And then when I was at Sephora earlier today, it was $13.99. The same quantity, the same brand, everything. I was in shock. So then I found nothing at the skincare products. I was like, you know what? I remember my girl Selena Gomez released lip oils. You know what? Maybe I'm gonna find something. There wasn't any lip oils. And after, I was just like looking at every like beauty products, the makeup and stuff. And it sounds really dumb, I'm aware. But makeup is expensive. Like, it's a whole ass paycheck. Not only one, but 2 paychecks. If like you really want to buy a lot of things and splurge a little bit, like, it's a lot of money. Like, if you want to, for example, if you want to start from the beginning and buy like a product for each like steps of the makeup process, babe, oof, I cannot do this. Not in this inflation, not in this economy. So I was really in shock. And one of the associate workers there, she was like, hey, do you need any help? I was like, oh, don't worry. She was like, oh, do you want a little basket to put all your products? I was like, oh, no, thank you. And from the moment I said, no, thank you, her face went from, not that much, but like she just dropped her smile. She kind of looked at me like, and I was like, I'm sorry. And what? Like, don't do that. Don't freaking do that. And she was like a girl around my age. So it's like, that's even more mean in my opinion. I got out of Sephora and I went to a drugstore because I cannot stop seeing the girlies talk about Aquaphor, the lip balm. And I've never tried this brand. And first of all, I'm a huge, I can say that to myself, but I think I have the right to say that I am a lip balm, lip seal expert. I've tried a lot in my life, and I did a little review of this lip balm, Aquaphor, and I'm gonna put a little segment of the review here. Let's see if it's worth the hype or not. Ooh, I love that it's dark blue. Smells nothing. It reminds me of the Nivea lip balm. But I feel like it's... Oh! I didn't know there's a lot of natural ingredients. Because I was about to say, it reminds me of the Nivea lip balm, but a little bit more rich. I love the fact that there's no fragrance. I think it's a hit. It's more smooth. I think it's a hit. Look at 7 hours later, and I'm still obsessed with it. So, mwah, love it. And what else did I do today? That's pretty much it. I was supposed to do some homeworks with my friends. But she like kind of told me that finally she cannot. She has like too much homework to do with another class. So I was like, don't worry, girlie. So instead of working and like starting my revision for the finals, I slept. And here I am. That was all I did today. And today I woke up at 12:37 p.m. I even surprised myself. I was like, what? I think it's all the sleep that I missed this week that I all slept them back today. I think my body needed it. Happy for you, body. You got the rest that you deserve. Here's what happened recently. Oh my god, last week. So the Scream movie, the 6th movie, got released like 3 weeks ago on a Friday. And I remember Friday night, I told my mom, I was like, hey, because me and my mom, we love scary movies. And side note, the Scream franchise is my favorite, like, I wouldn't say franchise, but like in the scary movies category, it's my favorite. And it's my favorite scary movies, horror movies. Period. And where was I going with this? Yeah, so Friday night, I was like, hey mom, maybe not this weekend because it's like pretty like last minute, but if you want, next weekend we could go to the movies and watch it together. She was like, oh, yes, perfect, let's make it Sunday. Sunday arrives, and I'm like, hey, do you still want to go to the movies? And she was like, oh no, I'm tired, blah blah blah. So I was like, hey, if you want, on Tuesdays I finish class at like 11:30, so I'm gonna be home at like 1 p.m. so we have enough time to go to the movies. She was like, oh, let's see it on Tuesday, like what will happen, you know. Tuesday arrives morning, I'm like, hey, do you still want to go to the movies? And she was like, I don't want to go, I don't even like Scream, blah 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 blah. And I was so in shock. I was like, excuse me? That's, you betrayed me. Like, huh? You don't like Scream? I was in shock. So Tuesday, I went to my class. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go alone. Watch the movie alone because I'm a strong, independent woman. And I've already went to the movies alone. When the movie, what's the name? Black Widow with Scarlett Johansson and Florence Pugh got released. It was the first time that I ever went to the movies alone. Fun fact. Well, it's not a fun fact. I remember when I was like walking the like alley to take my seat, there was this woman in the beginning of the alley. She put her popcorn on the floor, and when I entered to the room, they like turned off the lights, so I didn't know where I was walking, and I think you see it coming. I walked all over her popcorn. I felt really bad. I really felt really bad. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go alone. So I finished my class. I got into movies at 12. Not even 12. Like at 11:50. No, whoa. At 12. 15, I got to the movies and I was like, the movie only starts at 1 p.m. So let's go to a thrift shop because there's a thrift shop nearby. I went to the thrift shop and oh my god, I'm gonna show you what I found. So I found this beautiful orange scarf and it ends like in these. And I swear to God, no one right now is wearing scarves. Like, it's not popular yet, but I've seen on Pinterest, the Pinterest girlies all wear scarves. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna be an early adopter. I'm gonna rock the scarves, and in a year or in a year and a half, everyone's gonna wear scarves and be like, and I'm gonna be like, dude, I'm an influencer. I influenced you. And sometimes when I wear scarves, I feel a little bit of the judgment. But because I don't wear it like only outside. No, I wear it with the outfits. But I'm like, you know what? If you judge me for a scarf, it tells a lot about who you are. Damn, that was deep. So I bought this, and this shade of orange is my second favorite color. My first favorite color is green, and this orange is like in the summer, like just wear it almost like you wait, I got lost. Like this over like a t-shirt or anything. It's a vibe. And I also found a pair of heels, a little heels, but like you gotta know, I never find any shoes at my size because at the thrift stores, usually the sizes for women is like 6 or 7 or even 8, but that's rare. And I wear 8.5 or maybe 9, depends on the brand. And I found these. Oh, sorry. These super cute, super elegant, and I think they've never been worn because look, like there's nothing. Like what? Super cute. Live, laugh, love it. And you can attach it to the ankle here. I love it. I showed it to one of my friends and she was like, oh my god, Kendall Jenner just posted like similar heels. And she sent me the picture. I'm gonna put it here. I was like, oh my god, Kendall, at least give me some credit. Like, come on. I influence you. After I bought these, I went to the cinema. While I was in line, I was like, oh my god, because from where I am, most cinemas, most movie theaters are in, the movies that are being played are in French. And sometimes there's some movies that are in English, but like there has to be like big movies like Avatar, Top Gun, all of these. So I was waiting in line. I was like, oh, I should have went to a cinema where they offered a movie in English. So when I was talking to the guy and he was like, hey, what movie you want to watch? I was like, Scream. And then he was like, do you want to watch it in English? And I was like, there's like, it is played in English? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, oh my god, at what time? Because at the moment I was talking to him, it was it was 1 p.m. and the movie starts at 1 p.m. But it didn't matter to me because, of course, there's the ads in the beginning. And he was like, oh, it started at 12:55, so it's good. Like, they're still just playing ads. I was like, okay, slide. I go to the room that it's indicated that the movie is playing. And I entered, and there was no one. I was like, oh, maybe they're in line, whatever. I go to the bathroom, I go fill up my water bottle, I do all the things, I get in the movies. Oh my god, it was so hard to find the perfect spot in the room. I, no joke, spent at least 7 minutes just going through the alley, sit down, look, no, it's not, go back, go up, 7 minutes, it's a long time of just doing that. Like, I did my cardio of the day. So I finally sit down, choose the perfect spot, and No one was in the room. And turns out I was the only one in the room during the whole movie. It's like what? People pay money for that. Like really a lot of money to like watch a movie alone, like a private experience. And I had it for free, not for free, but like for $8. Are you kidding me? Like the whole movie, not only it was in English, I was like, yeah, but alone too. Incredible. I felt like I was in the movie. I felt an immersive experience. Well, not felt. It was an immersive experience. It was amazing. Like, what? And in the beginning, don't worry, there's no spoilers. In the beginning, I was watching, and because I was alone in the room, so if someone makes any noise, I'll hear it. And I hear the door being closed. I look behind me, and there's like a worker like watching the movie, but like from afar. I was like, yay, slay papa, like you're technically making some cash while watching a movie, like intelligent, work smarter, not harder. But turns out he had to go to work after like the first 10 minutes of the movie, and he never came back. So I was alone during the whole movie, and I swear to God, the movie was so freaking good. Like, when I watched the fifth one, first of all, I didn't expect the fifth one to be good, because I thought that the fifth one was going to be a remake and not a follow-up. So that's why I was like, I took a long time before watching the fifth one. And I remember one time I was about to go to sleep, and I was like, I'm gonna watch the fifth one. It was so freaking good. I never took that nap. So freaking good. And during the time after the fifth one being released and till the sixth one being released, between those times, I've seen an interview of Jenna Ortega saying that the sixth Scream 6 is much more intense. And I was like, well, of course she's saying that, like, to market, to promote the movie. Like, of course she's gonna say something like that. Girl, the movie was intense. Like, it was so good. Like, it was so intense. And also to the point where I was because I don't know for you guys, but when I watch like any type of movies, but like mostly scary movies, I don't really have like reactions. And what I mean about that, like, I don't scream. You see what I did there? I don't scream, I don't like or anything. Like, I just am in silence and feeling it all inside. But in this movie, I was like, no. Or I was like, or to the point where I swear I was watching the movie and I was like getting a little bit paranoid, because I was like, oh my God, right now I'm the perfect victim. I'm the perfect little tiny bitty sheep, hot sheep, pretty sheep, where there could be a crazy guy being like, oh, I'm gonna recreate the movies, and like put a mask and get into the room where the movie Scream is playing and kill me. He can definitely do that. And I got paranoid to the point where every time there was a scene, I was looking behind me. I was like looking everywhere. I was like thinking of plans. If the killer's going like on the left, if it's going on the right, how I can escape the room safely. I was getting paranoid. It was such an immersive experience. Like, I loved that. I felt all of the emotions. I really needed that. It was so freaking good. And again, no spoilers. At the last scene, the last big scene of the movie, I hear some noises behind me, and I'm like, oh, maybe it's a part of the movie. But then I hear like laughs, and I'm like, it doesn't fit with the last scene. So I look behind, and there's two girls watching, and I'm like, huh, interesting. Till I realize those two girls thought that the last scene of the movie was the first scene. So they thought that, the second time they present the movie was right now. So they basically spoiled themselves watching the last scene. Because when I got out and the movie ended, I got out and I got out of the room and I see them in line to watch the movie being played at like 3:30. And I was so I was like, how could you be that dumb? I'm sorry, but like, you just paid to watch a movie for 3 hours, but you got in the room way early. So you spoiled yourself. Like, it was, what? So now, when you're gonna watch the movie, you already know the end. You already know the killer and stuff. You already know the end. Like, huh? Like that, even me, I wouldn't do that. And I've did a lot of dumb things. But that one, who? So the movie is excellent. 12 out of 10. So take care of yourselves. I love you. Sleep well. Mwah. Au revoir.